Alright, folks. Get the right camera on, angle on, everything. Alright. It's 8:08 at night in South Mississippi, or Middle Mississippi. And it's 90 degrees. And we got parts of the country freezing, and we got other parts that's hot and boiling. The hottest temperatures on earth. We have the virus going on. We have everything going on, but we got lots of people giving up. They're opting out. Opting out. You know what that means? They're opting out of this life. I suggest don't opt out, but try to fight what's going on. But there's a lot of shit going on in the world. I'm gonna try and hang in here as long as I can. I'm saying that today. I don't know what about tomorrow or the next day. But we're gonna give $1,000 to everybody that'll accept the vaccine, if you want to call it, whatever. Let them pull this video off. They pulled other videos off. So $1,000 to get the vaccine so we can reach herd immunity. Okay. I don't need $1,000 that bad. I'm broke as dog crap right now. But I'm not going to Wyoming to live. I'm not going out in the deserts and all that shit. I'll live right here. But we're going to have some perilous times to face. They're going to have the guillotines, I guess, lined up. The Army has them. If you don't accept, then you get sent to the guillotine. Whatever. It's going to be scary for a minute. It's kind of like doing anything. Kind of like getting a test or a doctor's exam, whatever. It's going to be scary for a minute, and then it'll be over with. But I don't think that's the way we should go out. Do you? Should we go out fighting? Are we going to give up to the Chinese? Think about it. They do an EMP in this country. EMP. Magnetic pulse. They knock out the power, okay? Most of our transformers are made in China. We don't have backup ones. So you knock out the power within what? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, everybody in America's dead. How long could you survive without power? How long could you survive without a cell phone if you're a younger person? They already showed what happens to people if they don't have a cell phone and they're younger. You have to have that touch with reality. Facebook is now going to pay people $120 to quit Facebook before the elections. So really, you're going to pay people. I guess it's an experiment to go. China didn't mess with elections. Elections mean nothing. Your choice, your vote is of nothing of consequence. Believe me, Joe Biden, okay, I am not into politics or nothing. I don't say Trump, Biden, Obama, whoever. But, okay, Biden is supposedly leading in the polls, but he's never been out in public. He's always on TV. The man's almost 80 years old, whatever. Trump's almost 80. So, really, do you think one of those people are going to win? Why? If I had it to do, if I was Biden, I wouldn't have accepted a black woman's vote just to try and get the sympathy vote, of the American people. The blacks and whites aren't that divided down here in Mississippi. You see it on TV, they're like, oh, racial injustice and this and this and this. No, blacks and whites are getting along just fine. Everybody's getting along good. But that ain't what they want. The group, the Rothschilds, the bagel eater people, they eat bagels where they come from. They want to divide us. Divide us, and they will. Because they have control. They have control over the TVs, televisions, the media. I had a video pulled down, 2 or 3 videos pulled down recently. And I'm not a big channel. You know that. And they pulled my videos. They wouldn't upload, or either they gave me a warning. They was like, oh, this is your first warning from YouTube. You can't be doing this. So, Richie from Boston, he's done told you his shit. Dabu 7777777, Dabu, whoever, done told you his truth. But the only truth that matters is what you believe. Are you really? How old are you? Are you really ready to fight for what you believe in? Are you just gonna accept the shit? Accept all this bullshit? Okay. You have to go to the doctor, right? Say, oh, well, I ain't been to the doctor. Okay, so you gotta go to the doctor. You have high blood pressure. You have, you're diabetic. Certain life-threatening things. And they go, well, we're not going to prescribe you your medicine unless you get the vaccine. What are you going to do? This has been done to me already. I had to go have a procedure done to my back, to kill some nerves. And they said, we're not going to do your procedure unless you have a COVID test. So I had the test done. A little bit later on, I had to go to the hospital. I went into ketoacidosis. And they was like, you have to have a coronavirus test to be in the hospital. Really? Seriously? So they're going to force you to do it. It's just a matter of time. You're going to say, well, I'm not diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. Eventually you will. Something's going to happen. You have to go to see a doctor. You break your arm. You break your leg. You do something. Or your kid does it. Or your wife. Something happens to them. They have to go see a doctor. Well, when they deny you the privilege of giving them thousands of dollars to go to the doctor, what are you going to do? You're going to say, oh, well, I've got thousands of dollars. I'm ready to give it to you. But they don't want to accept it. They go, oh, we don't want your money. We need your signature that you're going to let us do to you what they want to do. So it's going to happen. You may be young, you may be middle-aged, you may be older, but listen to this. They will force you to take the vaccines or the test or whatever, and you go, well, I'm not doing it. To my last day, I'm not doing it. Well, yeah, it's probably going to be your last day without insulin or blood pressure medicine or something that saves your life. They're going to make you take it. So share this with all the other people, all the other truth community. Show them how it will be done. Everybody's going to bug out this, and this, but you didn't think about one thing. You got to have your medications for whatever your problem is. And the way they got it rigged up now is, you can get 3 months, 4 months, and some of it's only 1 month. 1 month. You have. So what are you going to do in 1 month? Okay, start now. First day. They hit you. Okay, I need this, and this. Oh, well, we're not going to give it to you unless you get the this and this and this and the test and the vax and all that shit. That's how it's going to happen. They're going to give you $1,000 to take the vaccine. How many people's going to be starving enough to take the vaccine? They'll be like, baby, me and you and the kids go get the vaccine. That's $5,000. Well, they've starved us out long enough. They've already did it to us. There's no jobs. I seen the guy that owned the Japanese restaurant today. Okay, he's doing takeout and to-go and all that stuff. He was sitting out there on his stoop of his business on the cell phone. It's very pitiful. The dude's doing no business. You can't let people into your restaurant. The thing of eating is, okay, it's a communal thing. People sit down together, families, groups of people, whatever, and they discuss and talk about their lives and everything. Eating is a communal thing. Nobody really wants to eat alone. To me, I'd be fine. I just eat alone. But the consequences of not eating is serious. You can go into ketoacidosis, starvation, And then the lack of contact with people is another mental thing. Some people ain't strong enough. They're gonna opt out. They're just gonna go plop plop. You know, I've known of several people to opt out in this world, and their shit wasn't as bad as this is. So you can tell me all you want, you're not gonna take this, and you're not gonna do that, but when it comes down to it, they're gonna find a way to force you. When they tell you you can't come in Walmart, and they have the scanners up there that show you have the vaccine, the bioluminescent, the vaccine code in your genes. And believe me, if you don't believe me about this, okay, the little microscopic robots, the biotechnology, nanotechnology, that shit's real, folks. They really have developed this. And this ain't something from the human race. We didn't go from 30 years ago about inventing a computer that you had to type a bunch of ones and zeros to play a simple fucking computer game, okay? We didn't go from 30 years from doing that to inventing micro robots smaller than a blood cell. But it's there, believe me. You're gonna be like, oh yeah. But, okay, what do they put in the water? Just put it in the bottled water. Because they said regular water is not safe to drink anymore. Look at Flint, Michigan. You can't drink the water there. It's contaminated. Look everywhere else. It's like, when I heard of bottled water, I was like, that's the biggest fucking con. What? You gonna pay money for water? It's free off the tap. But now they told you it's all contaminated. Okay? Put in the Coke products. Or the Pepsi products. Or the Gatorade products. You cover it all right there. You're gonna take the shit that they tell you. You know, you don't have to go get the needle stuck in your arm. It'll be put in the water. It'll be put in the Cokes, the Gatorades, the vitamin juices, the juices. Do you grow your own fucking juice? Do you go out there and milk a cranberry or a fucking grape or anything, or orange? Do you go out there and milk all that shit and make your own juice? No, you don't. You buy it from a place. So if they put the shit in there, then you got it. You know, they gave you what they needed. I'm talking about, it's nanotechnology. You're going to get it if you haven't already got it. If you don't already have the nanotechnology in you, you know, it's coming. Unless you spend the last 20, 30, 40 years preparing, and you got gardens, it's all, you know, you grow the shit from seeds, you grow your own drink, your waters, you pump it out the water, out the ground, all that shit. And you know it's not contaminated, even though they've been spraying the skies for years and years and years, so that's got to go to the groundwater eventually. So, it's not really a choice, is it? Is it a choice if you're going to take a thing? No, they're going to give it to you in one form or another. So when they say they're going to pay you $1,000 to take the vaccine, fuck it, go take the vaccine. Because, believe me, what's going to happen to us, they're going to do EMP. Either our government or another government will do EMP. And it will knock out the power. And we will survive 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. There may be few people that survive 6 months or a year, whatever. But think about it. We have the place to grow food in this country. China has no place to grow food, and they can't feed all their people, right? So what do? Come over here, start growing your own shit. Everybody's going to be dead here, right? They're going to be starved to death, or done drink the poison genetic waters or foods. It's not a matter of choice anymore. And I hate to tell you this, and it's very bad news, and it's like, you go, well, how do we fight it? Well, you should have fought it 30, 40, 50 years ago. Your parents, grandparents, you. But we didn't know any better. We believe that you buy a cell phone and we pay for air. We pay for being able to speak to somebody on demand, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We pay money, big money, hundreds of dollars a month to be able to talk to somebody on a cell phone, or get information, or to ask a question and go, Google, do we have a pandemic? Google, what's the best fucking hemorrhoid medicine? You got what you wanted. You got the freedoms, but freedom ain't free. They gave you the freedom, but now it's time to pay, brother. It's time to pay. You're gonna pay. It's pay up time. And me and you and the kids that's alive now, we're gonna pay. And I don't feel bad for our generation. We've had our time. We've had our spot in the sunlight. We did what we were supposed to do. The people I feel bad for is the children, because they're going to pay for our sins. The ones that's being born right now, the 1-year-olds, the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds, the 4-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, the 6-year-olds. They're going to pay for our sins, our greediness, our indulgences. Everybody thought they had it figured out. It was like back in the 90s, oh, I can do this, I can do this, I can wait tables, I can make this much a month, I can have a business, I can make this much a month. All I got to eke out is this much a month. Look for the easy solution. I can go work on an oil rig. Easy money. Okay, well, that time's over with. It's time for people to pay up. And the contract was signed by us. We signed the contract. Hook, line, and sinker. We wanted the easy way out, and we got it. So if you're over about the age of 30 years old, I'd say 30 years old, over that, you signed your contract. Now, if you're under 30, you're going to pay for the sins of your elders. You're going to do what's said to be. If they tell you jump, you're going to jump. If they tell you high, you're going to say high. You're going to jump. It's very bleak information I'm giving you, but it's the truth. They're trying to start a race war. They're pulling all the tricks. I have nothing against black people. My black brethren, my Mexican brethren, my Chinese, my Korean. And that's the same way everybody else is. They are the same way. They're like, hey, we don't have a problem with you. Slave people that are black don't think they should be getting reparations for something that happened 400 years ago. My people was not even in this country. My people, the Irish, never had a slave in this country. We didn't arrive over here to the 1900s. So, should the Irish be paid reparations? They were treated worse than blacks. Blacks could be free men. When the white Irish people came to this country, they looked at them as shit. Non-citizens. Same thing as Italians. They call them WOPs. WOP. W-O-P. Working without papers, all that shit. So you Italians, you Irish, you any culture, if you came to this country, be glad you got here. But now it's time to pay up. And paying the piper's going to be fucked. I'm an old man now. I can opt out. I can do whatever. But I feel bad for the children. And shit's been happening to children for thousands of years. They sacrificed them in the Bible. Sacrifice children is like a lamb or a kid and all that kind of stuff. They did blood sacrifices. All I know is I'm here right now. I hope I'm here tomorrow, I guess. Sometimes I don't wish, because I've got pain. I've got chronic pain syndrome. Okay. And a lot of people go, oh, that's bullshit. No, it's like I'm in pain all the time. There's nothing that stops it. You can take medicine, drugs, alcohol, whatever. It does not end the pain. But the pain is going to be upon the children, because they're not going to have physical pain. They're going to have mental pain. So if you have children, I feel for you. Do what you got to do. Teach them at home. Try and get them out of this system. Do what you can to make them last one day longer. And I know money is a hindrance. You go, well, I can't build a bomb shelter or a nuclear silo or anything. Do what you got to do. All you got to remember is if you have people counting on you, all your responsibility is take care of them. And when it gets to be too much, it's too much. That's it. You know, you're vulnerable. They got you. They're gonna make you do whatever they want. People didn't realize that they've been slaves in this country for years and years and years and years. It's like we have a minimum wage, and you know they work people for $5 an hour or $2 an hour. You know, it don't really add up to the real world. An apartment nowadays, $1,000. Okay, then the electric and the water and all that on it. You know, so that means, you know, if you was making $2.35 an hour, you couldn't do it. Okay, $5.35 an hour. You couldn't do it. Now what is minimum wage up to? $7.25 an hour. You can't do it. Not off of one paycheck. Maybe two. But then you don't get to see your significant other, your wife, your husband, whatever. So we're in a predicament, y'all. You are in a predicament. Think about yourself. Think about ways you could get out of this. The only way I can see to get out of this would be to large groups of people band together. But they're not going to allow that. They won't allow it. You can't do it through social media. In Australia, they're arresting people. They said, you are starting a riot by putting shit on Facebook about, you know, protest. Come to the protest. They're putting them in fucking prison. Mothers with little children, they're doing it. It's fucking pitiful, man. I'm gonna let you out. I'm gonna let you think about this. But if you find a solution, you tell me. Spread this, share it, let everybody else know. Alright, I'm out.